What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. ClutchKickerNation here, bringing you some more content. And today we're starting some videos, or we should say starting a video involving the 1J. 1J. That's right, here she is, sitting there. I have all the parts I need to basically overhaul this engine for installation. I have the flywheel, I have the clutch, I have the transmission, I have the adapter kit. Everything to get the drivetrain ready to go into the S13. Yay! So we're making some progress and everything like that. I went and picked up some paint. So this is some more LP2 paint, and I'm basically going to try to match the valve covers to the engine bay. I figure it'll look classy, and I like it. Now I'm not exactly sure yet if I want to paint the plastics, 2J, the plastics the same color as well, and then repaint this or polish this up silver. I don't know yet. I'm still debating. It's either wrinkle black, silver, and the purple valve covers, or purple, silver, and the valve covers purple. I don't know. Haven't decided. I'm going to be trying out a new product I have not used before. This is a 1K Self-Etch primer filler. So this is a little bit higher quality than your average Rust-Oleum Self-Etch primer or something like that. It was about, with the discount and everything that Napa hooks me up with, about 13-14 bucks for this can. So we're going to give this a shot. I know the Spray Max is a pretty good company, so we'll see how it does. I'm not mixing up 2K primer for this. It's valve covers, and the paint was expensive enough. So here are my valve covers after cleaning and doing everything that I can to try to get all the grease off of them. They actually look really nice. I'm surprised. Here's the repaired one that was cracked. My buddy welded it all up and grinded it down for me. You can see in here the damage. So this is some of the welding he did. I'm pretty happy with that. So can't complain. You know, he hooked it up. I can't TIG weld. I don't have a TIG welder yet. I really want one, and everything. So it's on the to-do list of purchasing, but I haven't yet. So he hooked that up. So now we're going to we're going to self-etch prime these. We're gonna let them dry. We're gonna, you know, sand them down a little bit, smooth them out, and then we're gonna lay some paint and some clear coat. So in case you forgot from when I painted the engine bay, I use all Martin Senior products pretty much, except for clear. Then I tend to experiment with clear. I've used some Acme products, which is Martin Senior's lower line, but right now I'm using U-Pol. So I'm using U-Pol. It's their 2081 production clear 2-to-1. Since it is a 2-to-1 production clear, you get a lot for your money. I think it was like $100 and some for this, which gives me basically 2 gallons or something like that of clear. So that'll last me a while, and it comes out really nice. And I really like the clear. I mean, as you can see here, this is really dirty, but you can see I'm not gonna nib this or anything, but you can see how the clear lays down. And I haven't even cleaned this up. So I'm really happy with the finish. I got the right amount of orange peel to where it looks like an OEM spray type. Do have some small little runs because I use some pearl and stuff like that. But whatever, I'm not a painter, and I just enjoy doing it and learning and getting experience, just like with everything I do. Alright guys, so here are the valve covers, all cleaned up, taped off, everything as best I can. I've given them a final wipe down of isopropyl alcohol and everything like that, so they should be clean hopefully. And here is our etch primer we're going to use. So I'm going to shake this up, get it all mixed up, and we're going to lay some primer, and we're going to go for a few light coats, waiting a few minutes in between, and try to get a nice even coverage so we don't have any runs or no issues where I have to do a lot of sanding, because I don't want to do that. I just want to lay the primer, give it a quick smooth out, and then lay some paint tomorrow or the next day depending on weather. So yeah, here we go. Alright, there's the first coat. So it says wait 2 minutes and then apply another coat. Alright, that's coat number 2. I will say I really like the way this can sprays. It sprays way better than any cheap spray paint I've gotten before. So it's actually quite nice. Coat 3. Alright. And we're gonna call that good. We're gonna let that flash off for the next 15-20 minutes or however long until I come back. I think it says that, so there it says about 15 to 20 minutes at 70 degrees. So I'll give it a half hour or so. And then we'll let it sit overnight and dry and paint it, I don't know, in a day or so, whenever the weather permits. So I'll see you guys then. What's going on, everybody? All right, so it's day 2 of the valve cover painting escapade, or whatever that word is. Either way, so I'll show you guys. I let them sit overnight, and so they're dry, and they look nice. yeah, so I mean, here they are all primed up. Gonna need a scuff, you know, smooth them out a little bit. I kind of wish I would have smoothed, like you can see these casting flaws. I didn't even really think about it, but I should have probably ground those down and smoothed them, but the cover fits over that, so it's not really that big of a deal. But I was talking to my wife, and we were throwing back some ideas because she's a little more creative than I am. When it comes to certain things, she's got more of a designer's touch, I guess. And we were talking about the valve covers because I wanted her opinion. One, she's a girl. Women are just kind of good at pretty things. If I'm allowed to say that, I don't know. Guys just don't do pretty things as well because we're men. But, so, here's my cover. You know, this thing. It sits on here, something like that. So we were discussing this, and basically if you kind of just use the rags for an example, the valve covers are going to be the paint. That's going to be similar to the color in the engine bay. So they're going to be that. And then, you know, what else am I going to do? And so we had talked about painting this the same color. She said, and I kind of like the idea of painting this plastic. So basically painting what's black there the same color as the valve covers, and then repainting this silver or whatever, freshening it up. I kind of like that idea. So I think that's what I might do. So basically I gotta wash and prep this and prep it for paint as well, because I think I'm gonna go ahead and paint that. I think it'll give it a, I don't know, I think having all this, the color will just really pop and stand out, and then the center plate being silver will pop and stand out. And then I'm gonna try to repaint you know, the VVTi and the 2500 to clean this all up. So I'll probably repaint it all silver and then use some touch-up paint to try to color in that. I don't know yet. That can be done later, but since I'm shooting a color, I want to get this painted. So that's my plan, and that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to get it all prepped up and everything, and then I'm going to try out another new product. I'm just kind of playing with 1K stuff a little bit because, you know, I didn't want to spend the price on 2K primer, and I kind of needed a Self-Etch primer because it's aluminum for the valve covers, and Self-Etch is kind of the best for aluminum in my opinion and what I've been taught, and everything. And plastic, since I don't have any 2K primer right now and I didn't want to spend the money on 2K primer, I have adhesion promoter, and I was thinking, oh, I should just get some primer and stuff, because I was afraid, since the valve, you know, the beautification panel here is black, that the color won't come out the same. Since the valve covers are a light color and it's a dark color, they may have different shading or just require a lot more paint than I have. So I wanted to primer the cover, the plastic one, this black one, so that it would at least kind of match the valve covers as a base, as a gray, a light gray, and then the color would hopefully blend and cover, the coverage would be proper between all three items. So, you know, I didn't want to get this project more expensive than it already is. Right now I'm at about 50-60 bucks with all the material because I was running low on a few things, which will last me for other jobs in the future, so I'm not worried about it. But let's say you could probably get this done. I think I have, I think it was like $30 for the paint, and then $13 for the primer, and then now another $10 for primer. So I'd say 50 bucks if you have some clear coat and some reducer already in stock, you'd be fine. If you need to do this all, you know, you spend 100 bucks and you'd have some material for other projects later. Either way, we're gonna try out another 1K primer. They didn't have, in the Spray Max, they didn't have a regular, you know, filler primer other than an acrylic filler primer, and I wasn't sure that was the same thing, and it was a little more expensive. So this is Martin Senior's, aka from Napa, which I use all Martin Senior products pretty much. All their primers, Acme primers and stuff, except for clear coats I use other stuff, you know. And this is a 2-in-1 prime, and the part number is 7226, and it's specially designed to prime plastic and metals. Great flexibility and adhesion properties. So it specifically calls out plastic and metals, and it says it's flexible and it's got good adhesion properties. So I'm not going to use an adhesion promoter. I usually use Bulldog when I'm using 2K stuff, but we're going to skip that and we're going to try this out. So this is, like I said, a gray 2-in-1 primer, and we're going to see what it does. All right guys, here's the beautification cover, or whatever you want to call it, all cleaned up. I washed it with soap and water, and then alcohol washed it. I taped off the little VVTI flag and my little timing belt reminder thing, just to kind of keep, I don't know, I think it's kind of corny or whatever, but a little bit of the JDM touch to it. I think it's kind of cool. So yeah, I didn't really scuff it up or nothing. This is kind of like raw plastic, so it's already kind of rough and stuff. So I'm not really stressing scuffing it up or anything. And you know, hey, it's as clean as it can get. We're going to shoot some primer on it and everything, so I'll show you guys after I get the primer on. All right guys, so here is the beautification cover, all primered. I will say I don't really care for this primer. I don't know if it's heat, I don't know if you can tell, but it left a lot of trash and dried really prematurely and just gave it that rough, dry feeling, and I couldn't get a real good wet edge. I'm not a big fan of it. I probably won't use it again. You can see the rough texture. It just like dried before it even got to the panel, and I was like closer than it recommended. I tried farther. I ended up having to make several passes to get kind of a wet edge. But now, while that dries, I'm gonna take some 600 wet. I'm gonna dry sand these. I'm not gonna wet sand them. I'm not really gonna block it because I'm not looking for like an ultimate true finish. I just wanna break down and smooth it out a little bit and prep the surface for paint. You know, so I'm basically gonna hand sand these with a little 600 in most of the flat areas and, you know, whatnot, just to smooth out any trash or anything like that and get them ready for paint. So we'll get that done. Hopefully that'll be dry, and then we'll do the same thing with that, and then we can lay some color. All right guys, here's our lovely paint booth, you know, outside the garage. But we're gonna mix some paint up and we're gonna spray these. Alright guys, so we're going to pretty much lay some paint, and it is what it is. We're going to try it out. I've yet to use this. This is my little tool shop spray gun. It's just a little mini gun that, you know, I don't know. I wanted to try it out. I usually use my Warwick or my DeVilbiss knockoff, but those are big guns for big projects, and since these are just a little valve covers and stuff, I kind of don't want to go through like too much paint and like spray the whole world while I'm trying to hit these small valve covers. So I figured I'd try this little mini gun. So we've laid a couple coats of base coat and everything like that, and I'll tell you, I'm loving the way they look. I forgot how much I like this color, especially when it's laying down wet and you kind of see all the metal flake and the pearl and everything. It looks really good. I will say, you know, obviously I'm shooting outside in the grass. It's windy today. It's not the best conditions I would have liked to paint, but it's getting minimal trash in it, so that's really nice. And really, I mean, it is what it is. You know, it's a drift car. It's gonna look good regardless. And it's just, you know, I don't have a paint booth or nothing, so, you know, we're just sending it and it's coming out good. So I know you can't really see and you can't really check the color, but yeah, here's a couple coats of base coat down. So I gotta lay probably one more, and then we're gonna have to let it flash for about a half hour, and we'll lay some clear. So I'll bring you back when we're ready to clear coat. Well guys, I thought we could do it. I thought we could beat the weather, but it does not appear so. So we got the valve covers base coated. I have up to 7 days to clear coat them before needing to scuff them. So I guess it'll have to wait another day. I really wanted to get this video done today. But yeah, it is what it is. But I don't know if you can see this, but you can kind of see all the sparkles. A little bit of dust in there too, but it's a very pretty color. What's up everybody? Alright, welcome back to the channel. It's another day, and as you can see, it is much nicer today than it has been the last couple days. So you know what that means. We're back to the original video I was trying to make, and we are painting, or well, I should say now we are clear coating the valve covers. Now according to the spec sheet, the clear coat, or the base coat says that if it's not sprayed within like 7 or something days, you have to scuff it. Before applying it, it's only been a day and a half, so it should be fine. So here they are. Here's our nice valve covers, our beautification cover and everything, and we are going to lay some clear coat. So because they were sitting, I'm going to tack cloth them, blow them off a little bit, and mix up some clear, and we're going to shoot it. All right everybody, so we have our clear coat mixed up. I dashed in Yeah, I lost you. I dashed in the pearl. Don't laugh at me. I dashed in some pearl and everything like that, so we're gonna shoot it. We're trying to match it to the engine bay, but we can't guarantee it, because honestly, I didn't measure. I just dash and throw it in there. So we just Emerald Lagasse or whatever that cook is, we just bam threw the pearl in there, and we're just gonna see how it comes out. So we'll get you set up and we'll start spraying. All right, guys. So rookie mistake. I forgot to hit record, but here's the first coat of clear down. Looking pretty good. The gun is a bit weird. I'm getting a bit more orange peel than I'd like, so I gotta try to figure out if I'm going too fast or not, so I have to make some adjustments. All in all, I'm pretty happy with it, but the orange peel's a little heavy, and that I'm not the most happy with, but we'll play with it. We'll see how it goes. Either way, they're looking fire, and they really brought the color to life with the clear coat, so I'm excited. Alright guys, that was the third and final coat. Sorry, rookie mistake, I forgot to record, but as you can see, they are looking fire. I just love the way this combination comes out. I think it'll match the engine bay pretty good. Not perfect, because like I said, the amount of pearl and everything is different between the two. I did have some issues with the gun, a little heavier orange peel than I would have liked. I played with it a little bit, got kind of happy. It's still a little thicker results than I wanted, but all in all, they look amazing. I'm really happy with the way they turned out. So that is how you paint your valve covers. So yeah, these are gonna sit here and dry for a little while, and then that's one less thing we have to worry about. I'll let them dry for a little bit, then I'll start pulling the tape off before it's too dry. We'll see how that comes off, because it sat on there for a day and a half. So that might be interesting in itself. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. Like I said, a little bit more orange peel than I would have liked, but it is what it is. We're gonna send it. So all in all, there we go. So that's gonna wrap up this video. So hopefully you enjoyed it. Just seeing some color get sprayed on those covers is really gonna make the engine pop in the engine bay. So I'm super excited about that. And yeah, so if you liked the video, don't forget, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, notification bell, all that, and stick around for more content. Pick up a slap, support the channel. That'd be pretty cool too. Got the Clutch Kicker Nation slaps available at ClutchKickerNation.BigCartel.com. I'll see you on the next one. Later.